I received a call late last night from my friend saying that their friend found a 2 to 3 week old kitten screaming and crying in a grocery store parking lot. Guys, look at that little baby. Look how teeny tiny he is. All right, and there we go. This baby is latched on. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having an amazing day so far. So guys, in today's video, I received a call late last night from my friend saying that their friend found a 2 to 3 week old kitten screaming and crying in a grocery store parking lot. Now, of course, they couldn't leave this poor little innocent kitten out there to just basically starve itself, but they aren't experienced bottle feeders. Now, because this kitten is 2 to 3 weeks old, that means he is still nursing, and then soon he will be weaned to solid foods, but at that age, he can't even use the bathroom on his own. So that's where I am going to be stepping in. They're bringing the kitten this morning, and we are going to be taking care and nursing this kitten back to health. So they just sent me this photo right here. Now, you can't see the kitten too well, but you can see that it is very, very tiny. So what we need to do is we need to get everything ready for this kitten's arrival. Now, she did tell me she's gonna be coming with some formula for this little baby. So we definitely wanna make sure that we have cans of kitten food ready in case this kitten needs to be weaned in a couple days or weeks. And then we also need to prepare her living space. So right here is where we're going to be setting up the little kitten. You can see I have a nice bin. I have a heating pad because at 2 to 3 weeks old, this little baby can't regulate its body temperature. And of course, we got a nice comfy blanket. Now, the reason I have this baby set up in my AC garage is because we don't know what this little baby has. Now, this little guy is too young to get any shots, but it's old enough to start dewormers. So we don't know if this guy is full of parasites or any other diseases. So having it quarantined in the garage for a couple weeks away from all the other animals that I have here at my house, it's top priority because we don't want to infect any animal with what this baby might have. So guys, let me stop talking and let's get into setting up his little living space. So what we're gonna do right now is we're just gonna take the heating pad right here, and now what we're gonna do is put it on the bottom. Now, the reason that we wanna put it on the bottom and not above the blanket is because if this heating pad gets too hot, this little kitten won't be directly on the heating pad, so it's not gonna burn this little guy. So what we're gonna do now is take the plug. We're gonna plug it on in 3, 2, and all right, so we got that plugged in. Now we just gotta make sure that our heating pad turns on. So we're just gonna hit the on button. All right, we're gonna hit the auto off and it's gonna stick to stay on. We're just gonna put it up to 4 heat setting right here. So now that we got that and it's heating up, we're gonna go ahead and get our blanket situated. So we wanna make sure that this baby is nice and cozy. It has an area to cool off if this heating pad gets too hot. So we're just situating the blanket, making sure this baby doesn't have any way to crawl out. All right, guys, now look at that. We have completed setting up his area. Our heating pad is tucked away. This baby can't get burned at all. And this looks like a comfy and cozy home. So now the only thing left to do is to wait for this baby's arrival.
A few moments later.
So guys, they just texted me. They said, we are here. So guys, let's go get this little baby from them. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at this little baby. Oh my gosh. Hello, you literally look unreal. I mean, guys, look at that little baby. Look how teeny tiny he is. Now, they did tell me that they fed him 30 minutes before bringing him to me, but just look how itty bitty this baby is. Can we say hello to you? Okay, guys, let's see this little baby. He's so tiny. Hello, welcome to your new home. Oh my gosh, guys, look how itty bitty. Oh my goodness, look at that little fat belly. Guys, you can see that this little baby is so itty bitty, but you can see he's very, very antsy. So we're just gonna go on ahead, put him back in his carrier until we're ready to go put him in his new little area that we made for him. But you can see they also dropped off formula. So right here we have KMR kitten milk, but the only difference is this is the liquid version and this is the powdered version. Now if you're ever nursing a puppy or a kitten back to health, I strongly recommend the powdered version because you can make as much as you want or as little as you want and just throw it out when it's bad. But the thing with the liquid one is you have to use it within 3 days or it will go bad. That's why getting the powdered version of either the puppy or the kitten milk is best. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on ahead, put both of the formulas in the fridge and get this little baby set up in his new home. Are you ready to check out your new home? Alright guys, so what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna go on ahead, unzip the little carrier that they gave me. Alright, having a little difficulty. Alright, come here. We gotta go to your new home. Oh no, your hand's stuck. Oh, okay. You wanna come? Alright, we're gonna put you in 3, 2, and... Oh my goodness, it's so warm, guys. Look at him. He is just nestling straight on into the blanket. He can feel how warm it is, and he is just diving right in. Is that something that's so cozy? Look at him go, guys. He is just nestling in there. But if you look right here, he has some like crusty stuff on him. It's probably formula from when the other people were trying to feed him. So we'll definitely get that cleaned off. We also have to make sure that this little baby has no fleas. So we're definitely going to be giving him a flea and tick bath. But since he was so cold because they weren't putting a heating pad on him, we're going to give him a couple days to get his temperature up, get his belly nice and full, and get him used to his new home. Just look at him, guys. Look at him nestling in there. What are you doing, little buddy? Alright, so what we're gonna do is we have this little soft blanket right here that the people said he really, really likes. So we're just gonna go on ahead, put this in here so he feels like he's at home. And guys, he's literally gone. He's just nestled in there. And I think he's gonna go to sleep. And because he has a full belly, he should be asleep in no time. So guys, now that he is nice and settled in, we have to wait a little bit because with babies 2 to 3 weeks old, we have to feed them every 2 to 3 hours. So guys, I'll catch you back here once it's time to feed this little baby.
One eternity later.
So guys, it is time to feed this little baby kitten. So here we have him in our basket right here because before we're able to feed him, we must weigh him. Now the reason we must weigh him is because we need to know exactly how much to feed him so we don't overfeed him, because if we overfeed this little guy right here, well, that can cause diarrhea and that can cause bloating and cause dehydration. So the first thing that we're gonna do right here is we are gonna turn our scale around. We're gonna turn our scale on, and we already wrote the date, so we're gonna measure it in grams. Okay. All right, so we got grams going, and now we're just gonna go on ahead and put this little guy in 3, 2, and all right, so he weighs 274. So this little guy weighs 274 grams. So we're gonna write that down right here. And weighing 274 grams, this little guy will be getting 11 milliliters of formula. So here we have powdered formula right here. We have our bottle nice and ready. So what we need to do now is we need to head to the kitchen and make our formula. So guys, we have everything set up to make our formula. So we're just gonna go on ahead and open our new container of powdered formula. And you can see this is how it comes. And you also have a little measuring spoon in here that it comes with as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 1 scoop of our powdered formula right here. Okay, and now we're gonna do another scoop. All right, so we got 2 scoops of formula. Now every 1 scoop of powdered formula, you're gonna do 2 scoops of water. So we're gonna head over here, turn our water on. Since we did 2 scoops, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna do 2 extra ones so it's not so concentrated. And now that we have that nice and done, we're just gonna slide our cap right on and give it a nice shake. So we got our formula nice and mixed up and it is ready to put in our bottle. So right here we have our syringe and we're gonna measure out 11 milliliters. So this syringe goes up to 10 milliliters. We're just gonna do an extra 1, probably up to like right here. So we're just gonna go on ahead, suck our formula on up. Okay, so we got 10 milliliters right here. We're just gonna go on ahead and push it on in. And now that we got the 10 in there, we're gonna do 1 more milliliter, okay? All right, perfect. So this is the exact amount that our little kitty is gonna be eating right here. So we're gonna pop it in the microwave so it gets nice and warm, but not too hot, not too cold, so it doesn't burn his esophagus or his little tummy. So once this is the perfect temperature, I'll catch you all to go feed this little baby. So we got our bottle nice and warm and we're already outside ready to feed this little kitty now. It might be a little difficult at first for this little guy to latch on because I don't know exactly what the other people were feeding her with, but we're just gonna go ahead and give it a try. So you can see I'm just holding his little head up, not hurting him at all, but just positioning his head up. So once he latches onto the bottle, it can go right down into his little tummy. So we're just gonna go ahead, okay? All right, we're gonna give it a nice little squeeze. All right, are you getting the milk? And there we go, guys. This little baby is latched on. You can see he is just chowing it down, but we want to make sure we give him some breaks. So we're just going to stop giving him the milk, let him just digest it a little bit. Okay. Give him a nice little pat on his back. Make sure he didn't aspirate. That's when puppies and kittens will actually choke on the milk and it will come up their nose and a little bit will get in their lungs, and over time it will cause them to be very, very sick with pneumonia and it will cause them to actually pass away. So now that this little baby's gotten a nice little break, we're just gonna go on ahead, put our nipple back in its mouth. Let's see, are you hungry, little buddy? Okay, let's do this. All right, you want a little more? All right, give it a little squeeze. All right, and there we go. This baby is latched on again, just chowing it down. And we're done. So our little kitten right here has finished his bottle. I mean, there is a little bit left, but he definitely doesn't want any more. You can see his tummy is nice and full. He isn't crying anymore. But since his baby is still so little, he can't use the bathroom on his own. So we're gonna get some damp toilet paper and we're gonna have to stimulate him so he can go to the bathroom. So guys, this little baby is done being stimulated. He peed and he pooped. So it's safe to say that he is not constipated, but you can see he is nice and wrapped up in his little blankie right here. He is nice and warm and he is ready for a little kitty nap. But guys, that's going to end today's video. If you all enjoyed today's video, give this video a big thumbs up. And what I want you to do right now is I want you to comment down below a little name for this little guy right here. And guys, if I like your name, I'm gonna pick you in the next video once I decide to name this little guy. Now, if you want to see this little guy grow up and his journey, well, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel in the link down below.